Hey there, everybody. This is David with the Salon Iris software training team. And thank you so much for attending this webinar about marketing. Before we get started, I'm going to give you guys a little itinerary of the things that we're going to cover. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to go through sending out email marketing and what email marketing looks like as far as a setup with that and how what you have the ability to do through the marketing suite. I'm also going to go through text marketing. Text marketing is an add-on feature that not everybody has. There's more details to follow about text marketing and how to potentially sign up for text marketing and utilize that. Anyone that's attending this webinar is actually going to qualify for special pricing for the text marketing feature. So we're going to touch on text marketing and how that can potentially enhance the marketing experience and customer reach out. Also, we're going to just very briefly towards the end of the webinar, we're going to go through turning on and configuring the text message and email reminder system. Almost everybody is going to have this on their account, and we're going to go through exactly how to turn that on and leverage that in order to get automatic text messages, appointment notifications sending out, and what you have the ability to do as far as how you can edit the different messages that are sending out and the different ways that you can leverage the marketing material to increase appointments and get more traffic to your social media sites, to also potentially promote people going to your online booking website and going through the online booking system to schedule appointments that way. So without further ado, let's just dive in and go through some of this. I'm going to get into the marketing section by going up here, and I'm going to go to the More dropdown. And then through the More dropdown, I'm going to pull it down to the marketing option right here. That's going to open up my marketing screen. And currently, I have it selected to show me my email marketing campaigns. And I do have some campaigns that are already pre-built here that I've turned on. They are in draft status, so they're not actually sending out. One of the nifty things with this is when you do start sending it, it's going to list how many were sent and then actually what the open rate was. That way you can see which marketings are actually going to go ahead and be very fruitful for your business, getting a lot of people to open them. Sometimes it has to do with the verbiage in the subject line. So creating a subject line that's very captivating is kind of important to making sure people go ahead and open up your marketing. Now, if I was going to create a new marketing campaign, I would click down here on this little plus sign at the bottom of the screen. I can also go in and I can review the campaigns that I have created. And let's go ahead and review these campaigns that I've created first, and then we're going to go back and create a new marketing campaign through this screen as well. So if I click into here, this thank you for visiting campaign is actually, it's a pre-made campaign that comes with your system. So if I click on it, it's going to essentially pull up the screen where you choose what kind of marketing campaign you want to run. And we do want to run this thank you for visiting. And we're going to go ahead and hit continue. And then in here, I can go into the message and I can choose whatever kind of template I want. So we have these templates over here on the left-hand side that we can choose from. I have a template here, and it kind of depends on what we want. I'll go into pre-designed templates, and then I'll just go ahead and click on this thank you for visiting template right here. So this email is going to go out, and when we get into step 3 of the marketing setup, you'll see exactly who's going to get this email because we're going to go through the filter of recipients. And there's some things we can do to customize that. And this is a pre-made template that just comes with your account. You can, of course, go into here and you can customize this further if you want to. You can actually click into here and you can delete that image away. You can actually come here, and by clicking on the image button, you can add in an image of your own choosing right into here. And I have some images in here that we're going to use that we're going to get into that a little bit later. But essentially, if I wanted, I could just choose the logo that I would want and put that up at the top. And then, of course, I can click into here and change the message and make it say whatever I need it to say. More importantly than editing the content, though, I'm going to go through adding in a link that's going to take people to your social media sites. This is very important if you guys want to get more traffic to social media. So, normally you would include some kind of verbiage that says, click on the link below to connect with us on our Facebook account. And what I like to do is I actually like to add in images and then turn those images into clickable buttons. So let me kind of show you what that looks like. If I have an image on my computer, I can click upload, and then I can pull that image off my computer and put it into this little insert image clipboard. And then I'm going to click on that image, and it's going to add it into the email. Now, one of the things to be mindful of is I cannot edit this image once it's on the email or in the image clipboard. I would want to edit that image before I'm inserting it, or uploading it, I should say, into the cloud service. So you want to edit that on your computer, make it the size and shape that you want, and then upload it into our system. And once I've added that message in here, essentially what I would do is I can just click on the image and then click on the link button. And if I click on that link button, I can go ahead and insert the link that I want people to go to. And then as soon as they click on that button, it will take them to that link. Now, in order to do that, I'm just going to click up here, and I'm going to say Salon, let's say Iris Facebook. And then I'm just going to come here, go to the Salon Iris Facebook page. And then from here, I'm just going to essentially just copy this link and then take that link back and paste that link in here like that. And then now all I have to do is hit insert. And then that image is now going to be a clickable button that will take people to my Facebook page. So you can imagine there's multiple different ways that you can leverage this to send people to your social media sites. You could include verbiage on here that says, hey, next time you should book your appointment online if you didn't this time. And also add in a link to your online booking website. And you can do it the old school way. So like this, if I do this, I can then just highlight that text and then turn that text into a clickable link by clicking here as well. Either option works just fine. We found at our marketing side that clickable buttons are a little bit more trusted than hypertext links. So once I've edited this message and put in all of the different verbiage that I want and the links to the other social sites or to your own existing website, I would hit continue. And then that's going to pull us through to the filters. And the filters are going to filter through your clients and select a targeted group of recipients. And this campaign, when you turn it on, the Thank You for Visiting campaign, the recipients are preset, and they're actually set like this to go out to any person that has had a visit within 1 day and has not received this campaign within 1 day. Now, I recommend changing this so that if they come in 2 days in a row, they're not getting 2 follow-ups. They're only getting 1, and that's going to go out every 45 days. So as long as there's 45 days between their visits, then they'll actually go ahead and get 2 follow-ups that are going to be sent out to them. And you have a bunch of different filters in here that you can run if you want to. For the purposes of this example, we wouldn't want to select any other filters at this point. And once we've gone through and selected the filters that we want, we would hit continue and go into step 4. And then step 4 is just going to have us go through and look at the email, verify that the email says everything that we want. I encourage you to send a test email to yourself. That way you can check the link and make sure it does exactly what you need it to do, and check and make sure that the verbiage one more time is exactly what you want it to say and there's no errors in the spelling or the grammar. And then if you scroll down just a little bit, it's going to run through the filters, and then down at the bottom where it says client preview, it's going to actually show you a preview of the clients that are going to get that message. So you'll have a whole list of people with their emails, and then that way you can make sure that the filters are reaching out to the correct group by cross-referencing if the clients down here are actually the ones that you want to send that message out to. And once you're ready to start the campaign, you would just hit the Start Campaign option right here. I'm not going to turn on the campaign. I'm going to go ahead and save it as a draft. And then it's going to save it as a draft and put it into my marketing dashboard. So this is where you can see all the different marketings that are currently either running or in draft status. Now, part of the reason that we went ahead and scheduled this webinar series is because there's a lot of people that want to send out mass messaging, a message that goes out to all of their clients all at once to let them know about recent developments at the business. And let's just go through kind of what that looks like on here. Essentially, you just hit the plus symbol to add a new campaign. You would be building your own one-time marketing email blast, and then we would hit continue. And then we would choose one of these templates on the side, depending on what you wanted. And think of the template as a jumping off point. Obviously, you can edit the template and change it, make it say or have whatever images that you want. And then right into here, I would just give this campaign a name, and I would give it a subject line. And then when I come down into here, I can edit the message. And this is just a bunch of gobbledygook in here. This doesn't really mean anything. You would delete this out and replace it with what you want your message to say. Now, one of the things that sometimes people have a bit of a hard time understanding is what we call placeholders. So if you go like this and you say hello, you can actually come up here and you can add in the client's first name. And that's going to automatically fill the client's first name when it sends it out to a particular client. So if it's going to somebody named David, then it's going to say David, hello David at the top of there. And there's a bunch of different fields that you can actually insert, these different placeholders, information about your business details. A lot of this stuff is automatically added into the message down towards the bottom. You have the company email or the company mailing address and all that jazz down here. And then once you've edited this message and made it say what you want, you would just hit continue. And this is the part that becomes more important. You get to select for this one-time blast if you want to send it out to all clients or to a selected group of clients. For the most part, a lot of times people are going to go ahead and send this out to all clients. And I would just go ahead and hit continue. And then the last step is going to have us go through and review that message, go through everybody that's going to get it. Now you can see that we have all these different clients that are going to get it. And if I hit schedule to send, it would then allow me to choose a date to send this message out. I could choose today if I wanted to, or a day in the future. Now what I'm going to do is I'm also going to just save this one as a draft. Now in general, that is a very good kind of summation of the email marketing features. There's a little bit more. I encourage you guys to mess with this and to potentially call into tech support with any questions, or if you want any help with any of this. The tech support team can assist. If you don't have call-in tech support, you can go right to our website, just saloniris.com, and then go into our knowledge base by going into the support section. And there's articles in there to explain a little bit more in detail everything that the marketing suite can do. Now, like I said, we're going to sidestep here, and we're going to go into another feature that is very popular, which is the text message marketing. Now, like I said at the beginning of the call, the text message marketing is not something everybody has. It is an add-on feature. There is some extra cost associated with it. But because text messages are so popular and they go right into the palm of somebody that you're trying to reach out to, most people find that the text messaging is really worth it. And also, anybody that attends this webinar can dial directly into the sales team and add it onto their account for a discounted price. And the number for the sales team is 1-800-423-8100. Once again, it's 1-800-423-8100. Now, let's kind of run through what this gives you the ability to do. I have two that are pre-made in here. So I have this thank you for visiting SMS or text message, and then I have a rebook appointment option that I've selected. Let's actually go ahead and just create one of these for you. I want to show you how easy this is. So I just hit the plus sign, and then I come into here, and we have a couple different options when it comes to the text messaging system. I can do a one-time text blast. I can use any of these pre-made campaigns. So let's go ahead and go into a say happy birthday message here. And I'll run you through what this looks like. So I click on say happy birthday, I hit continue, and then it pulls up some sample verbiage. This is, once again, this is just a sample of what we think people might want to say in this kind of message. You can delete all this out. You can replace it with anything that you want. It can really say anything that you think is necessary. And as you're going through and you're adding this in, one of the things to point out is it counts the characters for you, and then it tells you how many text messages this message is going to be. So if you go over 160 characters, it's really not a big deal. It's just going to go ahead and have two different messages that go out. Most people's cell phones, if they have a smartphone, will actually recombine that into one message. They won't even realize it was sent out in two segments, but it's just something to be aware of. And we have all these different samples that you can choose from on the left-hand side. Some of them are going to offer discounts because this is a promotional birthday text message that's going out. And then once we edit this message and make it say exactly what we want, then we have the ability to go into step 3. And step 1, 2, 3, and 4 are pretty much exactly the same for email and text marketing. And then we can go through step 3 and put in the recipients. Now, one of the things I wanted to point out here is this is something that's really kind of nifty with smartphones. If you come here and you copy this link, so this is a web address, and I add it into this message, what's going to happen is the person's cell phone, most people's cell phones, because they're smartphones, are going to automatically turn that into a blue clickable link. So then if you wanted to promote people going to your online booking or your business Facebook page or your Instagram page or anything like that, even your normal business website, all you got to do is put that link right into here, and then, or put that URL, I'm sorry, right into here, and the person's phone will create a link out of it automatically once they receive it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit continue, and I'm going to, oh, this campaign is already in use. That's not a big deal. I'm just going to go ahead and change the name to be Happy Birthday SMS because I have a happy birthday email going out, and we'll hit continue. Oh, now this is something, it's forcing me to put a discount in here because the template style that I chose has a discount choice. So I can basically just go into here and add a discount, or if I choose one of these other sample verbiages over here, I wouldn't have to do that. So let's go ahead and add a discount just to make this text message and promotion a little bit more appealing to our customers. So we'll say that they're going to get 25% off of their next appointment. So we're going to go ahead and hit continue. And then this is going to be those filters that are running, and these are pre-selected because of the kind of campaign I selected. So it says it's going to go out to anybody that has a birthday within the next 2 weeks, and then they are going to get it if they haven't received this message in the past year. So 2 weeks before their birthday, they get the text message. Then next year, 2 weeks before their birthday, they get the text message again. If you wanted to send another follow-up message like a week before their birthday or the day before their birthday, you would just create another campaign and just change the filter to to whatever time frame you thought was appropriate. So let's say we wanted to do another one 5 days before. We can do that. You just have to create a second um, happy birthday text message campaign. Not a big deal. So I'm just going to put that back to 14 days. I'm going to go ahead and hit continue here. And then I would just verify exactly what I'm doing and exactly what it is saying. I can send a text message to myself. If you have a link or if you want another chance to review it and make sure it says exactly what you want, I'd encourage you to go ahead and do that. And then go through, look at the recipients, and I can either hit Start Campaign or I can hit Save as Draft. I'm going to go ahead and save that one as a draft. And then you can see that it was actually added into my dashboard for my marketing campaigns right here. And in essence, that is the marketing that's built into the program in a nutshell. It can do a little bit more. There's a lot of different ways that you can potentially reach out to people by creating your own custom marketing campaigns and tweaking those filters. You can do follow-up just for specific services. Each person, each stylist at a different business can have their own separate follow-up that then can link people to their own social media accounts if that's something that you guys are interested in. It really just depends on how much time and effort you put into the marketing suite. But like I said, most people find this really easy to use. And if you need any help going to the website and chatting with somebody through the website, or going to the search articles, or potentially calling in if you have call-in support, all of these are different ways that we're going to help you to get this marketing set up. So like I said at the beginning of the call, I am going to spend a little bit of time going through text message and appointment reminders as well. This is something that is kind of essential. It's probably one of the most popular features that we ever came out with in the program. And in order to get there, what I'm going to do is go to More and then Options. And then over here on the left-hand side, I would just go into Email and Texting. And if you don't have this enabled, it will just have one choice here that will say reminders and notifications, and you just click right on that, and then it walks you through the setup process. Turning this on and getting this enabled takes maybe 5 minutes. So then if I come into here and I go into reminders and notifications, because I already have it turned on, I'm not going to be able to show you what that process looks like, but it's very straightforward. All you do is just key in your company's information that you want marketed out to the clients, and then the next step 2 is you come right into this screen. And on this screen, the first tab is all about appointment reminders. So I have an email reminder and a text message reminder. I get to choose the time frame that I want that to send out, how many days before. I can choose to enable a text message confirmation, meaning if they reply with the letter C, it will actually confirm their appointment and mark it confirmed in the appointment book for them, for you too. And then if I wanted to go into the messaging templates, I can actually come down here and I can click on this little magnifying glass and I can look at the template. Now, something with the template I almost always recommend changing is this line right here. The template includes a list of every service someone is coming in for and the start time of that service. Now, this is something that some people really like, but other people think that having multiple start times on the message is a little confusing, and I understand that. So if you come into the pencil option, you can actually edit that away, and I can take that line out. And just like in the marketing email, I have these placeholders that I can use up here in the corner, and I would just add in the appointment time like that. And then right down here, I also have the ability to go in, and this is something I recommend for just about everybody, is adding in the Google Calendar tag. So if I click on the Google Calendar tag, let me just show you what that's going to look like. It's going to look like this. So now it just says the start day, the start time, and it has that little integrated link. They just click on it, and it can add it to their Google Calendar for you. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click out of this, and I'm going to go into here and walk through some of these other kinds of notifications that you can turn on. Oh, before I get there, though, let's go into the text message. If I click into this, I can see what the text message says. It has that reply C to confirm option. If someone replies with something that's not the letter C, they're going to immediately get a message that says that that is not how the text message service works. So it happens within about 5 seconds, they're going to get that message. So the only thing the client can do is confirm with the letter C. They cannot cancel, or they cannot change. They cannot communicate directly with you. Back and forth communication with text messages, that it's not set up to do that. It's just an automatic confirmation system. So then if you come into here, though, you have these other kinds of notifications you can turn on. So this is a notification when someone schedules an appointment. So you'll be on the phone with somebody scheduling an appointment, and then you'll actually hear their phone buzz because they're getting a text message like almost instantly when you hit save. They're standing in front of you making an appointment, and they're going to get an email and a text message. You'll see it. They'll probably say that they just received the text message confirmation and let you know that, the text message notification. And then you also have these other notifications that are built in that can go directly to the employees. Some people really like this. If I get a new appointment on my books, I want to know right away so I can schedule accordingly. So then the system can send a text message to the employees. Also, if a change is made to an appointment, the client or the employee can get a notification. I would caution people to turning this one on because it sends out notifications about changes that you may not want. There's a lot of different types of changes will trigger this message to go out, and not all of those changes require the client to be made aware. but you can send that out to the employee by all means. And then also, you have this appointment canceled option. So if you're canceling out an appointment, the client is going to get a notification, text or email or both. Same thing is true for the employee. So the employee can be made aware that their appointment is changing. Their appointment book is changing. Now, in general, I mean, that is it. We went through the email marketing. We went through creating a pre-made campaign and turning that on. We went through creating a new campaign as well, which you guys, like I said, call in and get help or go to the website and get help on any of that stuff. Thank you guys so much for attending this webinar. We're going to keep it short and sweet. And I really appreciate you guys for your interest in the marketing suite, and I really appreciate you being our customers. Thank you so much again, and good luck.